Hello students. In this video, we are going to talk about mountains and the type of mountains. Okay. So the mountains can be arranged in a line and this line of mountain is called range. For example, we have Himalayan ranges, the Andes mountain ranges. Now, many mountain systems consist of a series of parallel ranges extending to hundreds of kilometers. The Himalayas, Alps, and the Andes are the mountain ranges of Asia, Europe, and South America, respectively. And mountains are of different heights and shape. Now, let us talk about the three important types of mountains that we have. The first is fold mountains, block mountains, and the volcanic mountains. Now, the first type of mountains are the fold mountains. The Himalayan mountains, the Alps are the young fold mountains with rugged or rough relief and high conical peaks. The Aravalli Range in India is one of the oldest fold mountain systems in the world. The range has considerably worn down due to the process of erosion. Worn down means it's gotten destroyed, means it's not new, it's gotten very old. The Appalachians in the North America and the Ural Mountains in Russia have rounded features and low elevation. They are very old fold mountains. Now let us look at the picture of fold mountain. This is how the fold mountain actually looks like. It is like a fold, this portion especially. Coming to the next type of mountains, we have the block mountains. Block mountains are created when large areas are broken and displaced vertically. Displaced means something else has taken their place. The uplift blocks are termed as horst. For example, look at this, like 1, 2, 3. In this picture, you can see that the one is risen or high, second is a bit below two, below one, and three is again risen high. So now the uplifted blocks are 1 and 3. So these blocks are called horst and the lowered blocks are called graben. So you can see here, this is the lowered block or which is a bit down. So this is called graben. Now example of block mountains are the Rhine Valley and Vosges mountain in Europe. Let us now find out. Let us look at some other types of mountains now. Next type of mountains are volcanic mountains. As from the name itself, we can see or we can say that they are formed due to volcanic activity. Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa and Mount Fujiyama in Japan are the examples of such mountains. If you look at this picture here, you can see how a volcanic mountain actually looks like. On the top of the mountain, you can see there is an opening of the volcano. So the volcanic mountains actually look like this. This is the picture of Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa and this is the picture of Mount Fujiyama in Japan. Both of these mountains are volcanic mountains. The mountains are very useful. The mountains are a storehouse of water. Many rivers have their source in the glaciers in the mountains. Reservoirs are made and the water is harnessed for the use by the human beings. Water from the mountains is also used for many other purposes like irrigation, generation of hydroelectricity, etc. The river valleys and terraces are ideal for cultivation of crops. Mountains also have a very rich variety of flora and fauna. The forests in mountain provide fuel, fodder, shelter and other products like gum, raisins, etc. Mountains provide an idyllic site for tourists also. For example, many people come from different places to visit the mountains. They visit the mountains for their scenic beauty or to see the beauty of the mountains. Several sports such as paragliding, hang gliding, river rafting, and skiing are popular in the mountains. Can you name some of the places in Himalayas associated with these sports? So basically, we have places like Oli, Manali, etc., Joshimath, etc., which are very famous for these mountain activities. Let us now come to the next type of landform, which is plateau. So basically, plateau is an elevated flat land. It is flat topped table land standing above the surrounding area. Means it is higher than the surrounding area, but its top is flat. It is not like a mountain. A mountain, the top of the mountain is basically pointed, but the top of a plateau is very flat. A plateau may have two or more sides with steep slopes. The height of plateau often varies from few hundred meters to several thousand meters. Plateaus, like mountains, may be young or old. For example, the Deccan Plateau in India is one of the oldest plateaux. The East African Plateau in Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda, and the Western Plateau in Australia are other examples. The Tibet Plateau is the highest plateau in the world with a height of 4,000 to 6,000 meters above the mean sea level. This is the picture of a plateau. As you can see, its height is more than the surrounding area. It is above the ground. But its top is flat. It's not like mountains. This is the picture of Deccan Plateau. So basically, this is the location of the Deccan Plateau over here, which is the oldest plateau in the world. And its location is in India. Now, let us see how plateaus are useful to us. They are very useful because they are rich in mineral deposits. As a result, many of the mining areas in the world are located in the plateau areas. For example, the African plateau is famous for gold and diamond mining. In India, huge reserves of iron, coal, manganese are found in Chota Nagpur Plateau. In plateau areas, there may be several waterfalls as the river falls from a great height to the ground. In India, the Hundru Falls in the Chota Nagpur Plateau on the river Subarna Lekha and the Jog Falls in Karnataka are examples of such waterfalls. The lava plateaus are rich in black soil that are fertile and good for cultivation. Many plateaus have scenic spots and are of great attraction to the tourists. This is the picture of Jog Falls. As you can see in the picture, the water is coming from the top of the plateau and falling from the great height to the ground. So, many such waterfalls can be found in the plateaus.